Are you awake yet? How are you feeling? I heard you in the night running to the toilet. You've been off school for over a week now, Angela. I'm getting worried.
I know.
You still say it's a touch of flu.
I've told you. I don't know what it is.
Well, perhaps this may shed some light on the matter. Why didn't you tell me you'd been to see a doctor?
You've opened my mail.
We used to be honest with each other, Angela. Now I wonder what else you've been hiding from me.
Nothing.
So who's this Dr. Quorm? You went behind my back, Angela.
I'm sorry, I was worried.
And you couldn't come to me? Why not? Will you at least tell me what this letter's about?
I've had a blood test.
What? I don't understand.
I didn't want to worry you. I went to the Young People's Clinic at Riverside and I saw Dr. Kwame. He arranged the blood test.
But why? Tests for what?
Anemia, I think. Look, it was just a precaution.
Angela, what are you concealing from me?
Nothing.
You're always so secretive these days. It's that school, those wicked teenagers you mix with.
Mum, please don't start that again.
I was afraid something like this would happen sooner or later. Now, will you please tell me the truth? Have you been using drugs?
No, I've never done that.
What does John say, Angela? Chapter 8, verse 32. And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
It is the truth. I've never touched drugs.
Well, if it isn't drugs, it must be sex.
Oh, I've never had. Why won't you believe me?
Well, there's only one way to get to the bottom of this. You'd better get dressed. We're going to Riverside to see this Dr. Kwame right now. I must say I was surprised to learn that you'd examined my daughter without my knowledge.
Well, whether Angela tells you or not is her decision. But Mrs. Pryor, she's 17 and she has a right to a private consultation if she wishes.
That may be the law, Dr. Kwame. We live by a higher code, God's law. Honour thy father and thy mother. You may have come across it at some time.
Yes, I have, as a matter of fact.
Perhaps you'd be so good as to tell me why you gave Angela a blood test.
Mrs. Pryor, I must remind you that Angela is my patient. And I'm under no obligation to let you remain here unless she agrees to it. Angela?
It's all right. Let her stay.
Are you sure? I may have some very personal questions to ask you.
This is sounding worse by the minute. What have you been doing? I knew there was more to this. It's either drugs or sex, isn't it? If you could see the sort of people at her school.
I haven't done drugs. I haven't done anything I shouldn't have.
Have you had any injections recently?
No.
Of course she hasn't.
Any body piercing or ear?
Absolutely not. Disgusting practices.
I was asking Angela. Though we don't seem to be getting very far, do we? Mrs. Pryor, would you mind waiting outside?
Yes, I would mind. She's my daughter.
And she's my patient. And I must insist that I speak to her alone.
Must you indeed?
Mum, please. Would you please wait outside? I would prefer it.
You'd prefer it. I see. Very well. Shall we say 2 minutes?
Is everything all right?
I would scarcely say so.
Remember I said I was testing for a number of things? Anemia, diabetes, hepatitis A, B, and C. Well, I'm sorry to tell you, Angela, your results show that you've tested positive for hepatitis C.
Is that why I felt so ill?
You're lucky you were feeling very ill.
Lucky.
Most people with hepatitis C don't display symptoms for some years. Some not at all. A lot goes undiagnosed. I take it your mother doesn't know anything about this tattoo. Right. Is he special? This Carl?
He's got my name tattooed across his heart as well. Says I'll never have it removed, as long as he lives.
Morning, Carolina.
Oh, you're here again?
Yes, I'll be helping out for a while. Has nobody told you?
Doesn't look like it, does it?
Well, Jude and Ben felt it was the best solution while Mac's away. Or at least until you get a new manager. It was the least I could do.
I see.
Like old times, eh?
Well, almost.
There's a chance that you contracted hepatitis C from an unsterile tattooing needle.
What is hepatitis C?
It's a blood-borne virus. It causes inflammation of the liver.
And I could get that from the tattoo?
I'm afraid so. 1 or 2 cases out of 100 are down to tattooing or body piercing. And if Carl was tattooed with the same needle, he'll need to see his doctor at once.
I'll tell him.
Responsible tattooists have standard practices and safety procedures. It sounds like the parlour that you went to might have been unlicensed.
No, I don't know. It was a spur-of-the-moment decision.
Until you see a specialist, you shouldn't drink any alcohol or take any paracetamol. It might upset your liver.
I won't.
Look, it's your decision, of course. But I advise you to tell your mother. Have it out in the open.
Tell her. No, I can't.
I realise that she might be upset. But it'll prove that you're telling the truth and that you're not taking any drugs.
No, you don't understand.
What don't I understand?
She'd go ballistic. She knows who Carl is. He's in my class.
Yeah?
Carl's black. Can you imagine how she'd react if she found out? You won't tell her. Please, you mustn't tell her.
Mrs. Flynn, I'm Dr. Berg.
Oh, yes, come in, Doctor.
One of my colleagues lives right next door, Carolina. Small world, eh?
Yeah, very. This is Vicky, Carolina's daughter. She's not been too well either. Say hello to the doctor, Vicky.
Hello.
Hello.
The founder of our church interpreted the scriptures in very certain ways which can't be challenged. They seem very old-fashioned now to a lot of people.
Including you?
Sometimes. I don't know what I'm going to do.
We agreed 2 minutes. I've waited more than 5.
I look after her now and then. She's no trouble, even if I'm not feeling too sparky. I couldn't say no to Carolina after all what she's been through.
All she's been through.
Have you seen the state of her flat? She's got nothing. I even had to lend her a couple of my saucepans. Can you believe that? I'm sorry, I'm going on a bit, aren't I?
It's all right. I'm just going to take your pulse, your temperature, and I'll have a listen to your chest.
In God's name, what's wrong with her?
You better ask Angela.
I'm your mother. Why won't you tell me?
I've got hepatitis C.
What? You mean it's one of those social diseases? It's drugs, isn't it? That's why you won't discuss it.
Hold on a minute. There are a number of ways that this can be transmitted.
You can spare me the patronising lectures, Dr. Kwame. What's going to happen to my daughter?
Look, I know you're upset. And if there's any consolation, 1 in 5 cases clears up by itself.
Thank you, I've heard enough. You still refuse to tell me what's caused this.
I've told you, Mrs. Pryor, I'm not allowed to...
You're siding with her, aren't you? Refusing to admit it. I ought to have known.
I beg your pardon?
Well, what more can one expect from her?
From her...
I could have recourse to the law.
I think you'll find the law is there to protect the patient, and it's not just for your benefit.
So now you're insulting me.
I thought I was doing a pretty good job not insulting you, actually.
Please stop this. I just can't bear it anymore.
Now, if you wouldn't mind, I'm really late for my other patients.
You people.
You have a chest infection, Mrs. Flynn, so I'll write you out a prescription for some antibiotics. You all right taking those, eh?
Oh, yeah, no problem. Thanks, Doctor.
No, just take plenty of rest and drink lots of fluid. Do you know anyone who could collect the prescription for you?
There's Carolina.
Of course. When you said Carolina has nothing, what do you mean exactly?
What I said. She sewed everything short of her own body. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to embarrass you. Carolina's in big trouble, Dr. Berg. You know her Auntie Gwen, the one who passed away a while back? Well, it turns out she left a right mess behind. Debts all over the place.
Yes, I know, but Carolina's not responsible for those.
That's what we thought. Only it turns out the old bat left some other debts in Carolina's name. So she's liable. Can you believe that?
You're joking.
I wish I was. And she owes thousands.
Carl, it's me. Listen, you need to get checked out by a doctor. It's the tattoo. The needle wasn't sterilised properly. I've got hepatitis C. No, she doesn't know. No. You can't come round. Listen, I have to go, okay? I love you too, bye.
Right. Now place your hand on it. Go on.
Mother, please.
Do as I say. Now, swear you've never taken drugs.
I swear that I have never taken drugs.
Very well. This evening you're coming to church with me and you're going to confess and you're going to ask forgiveness for your sins.
I'm too ill to go out again.
You weren't too ill to go to the Young People's Clinic behind my back, yet you're too ill to go to church. You haven't been for weeks. People are starting to talk. Don't you realise that?
I don't...
Don't what? Don't care? Is that what you were going to say?
I should be back about 2.
Don't rush on my account.
Sorry.
I'll see you later.
Oh, Kate. I had rather an interesting house call earlier. Your next-door neighbour, in fact, Mrs. Flynn.
Yes?
Mrs. Pryor, I'm Carl Benson. I go to school with Angie.
I know. I've seen you. What do you want?
Well, I came to see Angie. I've been worried about her.
Angela isn't well. She needs rest.
I know she isn't. Can I see her, please?
No, you most certainly cannot.
Ange, are you okay?
Let him in, Mother, please.
Why? What's he got to do with... Oh, what have you been doing?
Nothing. Not in the way you think. Just let him in, Mother, please.
Angela, I demand to know what's going on.
It isn't what you think.
How could you possibly know what I'm thinking?
Oh, will you please listen? I've caught hepatitis C from a tattooing needle. Dr. Kwame thinks it wasn't sterilised properly.
A tattooing needle? I don't understand.
It's my fault, Mrs. Pryor. It was my idea.
Your idea?
We both had them done when we went up to London. I'm really sorry.
I still don't... You have a...
You know what a tattoo is, for heaven's sake!
Yes, but where?
Here.
Angela, how could you do that to yourself?
I wanted to. We both did.
You stupid girl. Look at yourself. Don't you realise what you've done?
I think I'm beginning to.
What does Leviticus say, Angela?
Oh, I don't remember.
Well, I do. Chapter 19, verse 28. Ye shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead, nor tattoo marks upon ye. I am the Lord. May he forgive you. You've turned to the devil.
We didn't mean any harm, Mrs. Pryor.
Don't you dare speak to me. I want you out of my house.
Is that what you want?
Maybe it's for the best. I need to speak to Mother.
You sure? because I meant everything I said. Nothing's changed.
I know. But you need to get checked out by a doctor.
Don't worry about me. I'll sort it. I'll call you, right?
You will not. Get out!
Look, I love Angie, Mrs. Pryor, and I'll stand by her whatever happens.
I told you to get out of this house!
I won't give her up. You'd better understand that.
I just felt so stupid. I did sign some agreements for Gwen, but she said that she just wanted me to witness them and that's all. And I didn't think to look at them because I trusted her.
So, how much do you owe?
Nearly £7,000.
Carolina, you're on a receptionist's wage. You need help, for Vicky's sake as well as for your own.
Yeah, I'd sort of worked that one out for myself as it happens.
Well, what are you going to do?
If I don't win the lottery, you mean? Well, I had a plan. I was going to apply for Kate's old job, only now.
I see.
You won't tell anyone, will you? Promise me.
Of course not. But you're going to have to sort something out.
Yeah, I know. I'll manage somehow. I've got to.
Now perhaps you'll believe I haven't used drugs.
I no longer know what to believe.
Nor have I had sex. In fact, I'm probably the only virgin in my class.
Please, please don't speak to me like that.
Look, Mother. Maybe the tattoo was wrong. But it's hardly a mortal sin, is it? And Carl didn't force me. I wanted to. It's kind of a vow to show how we felt about each other. How we still feel. I love him, Mother.
You can't. You don't even know what it means.
I'm not a child anymore. I've got grown-up feelings and opinions too.
What do you mean by that?
I know it's really bothering you. It's because he's black, isn't it? Look at you. You can't even deny it, can you? You even showed your prejudice with Dr. Kwame when he was just trying to help me. You're a racist, Mother, and a bigot.
How dare you speak to me like that? Exodus chapter 20. Honour thy father and thy mother.
But that isn't always possible, though, is it? Anyway, I've never dishonoured you or my father.
Please, please don't bring him into this.
Why not? Why do you think he left us?
You know very well why. He could no longer live by the tenets of our church.
He couldn't stand it anymore, you mean? The rigid thinking, the blind conformity of it all was driving him mad.
The path of the just is as the shining light.
Will you please just stop quoting the scriptures at me for once?
That shineth more and more unto the perfect day.
Will you just shut up?
Angela, you just don't understand, do you?
I can't cope with this anymore. Next year I'll be 18, off to university. Maybe I'll go see Dad. Stay with him for the holidays. Then you wouldn't have any other sinners left under your roof. Would that suit you better?
How are you feeling now?
Pretty awful.
I wondered if you wanted something to eat.
No thanks.
May I talk to you?
Of course.
Angela, you know you're all I have.
Mum.
Listen to me, please. Everything I've done has been for you. I've always tried to do what's best.
I know that.
Which is why I feel duty-bound to urge you now with all my heart not to throw everything away.
But I'm not throwing anything away.
You are. You're turning your back on me.
It doesn't have to be like that.
Yes, it does, Angela. You say you're an adult now, so you ought to realize what you're doing. It's there in Job, chapter 7. He shall return no more to his house, neither shall his place know him any more. You will be cast out of our church. I won't be able to see you again.
You do that to me. Like you did to Dad.
I would have no choice.
But don't we always have choice? Job chapter 7 verse 11. Therefore, I will not refrain my mouth. I shall speak in the anguish of my spirit. I shall complain in the bitterness of my soul. Isn't that what the Bible teaches? Free will?
Angela, please think very hard about what you're doing. I don't want to lose you.
But if you had to, you'd choose the church. I suppose I always knew you would.
Sorry I didn't get here earlier. It's been quite a day. How are you feeling?
Well, if you'd asked me that last night, I'd have said lousy. But having had a bit of time to think, I'd say lucky.
Well, sounds encouraging.
You saved my life, Ben.
Any of the others would have done the same?
Made me realise how much I've got to live for. Kieran, my other kids. Kids. And even Riverside. How are things back at the shop?
Oh, we can manage. The main thing is that you get some rest.
Maybe I needed a bit of a jolt. Snap me out of it. I've been a pain in the butt, haven't I?
No more than usual.
Running around like an idiot. It almost killed me.
You've been given a second chance.
And I'm not going to waste it.
Our church, our rock, what's it built on, Mother? Fear. A rock's something you cling to when you're drowning, isn't it? Like a life belt.
This is wickedness, Angela.
Or common sense. You cling to it, Mother. You're the most frightened person I know.
God forgive you.
Admit it. You turned to the church when you had nowhere else to go to. It gave you somewhere to belong, didn't it?
You silly girl. You don't know anything. How can you? How can you possibly know what I've suffered? My mother gone, father in prison, bringing up younger brothers and sisters in a disgusting slum at 12 years of age.
I've heard this all before 1,000 times.
Then hear it again! I had a simple choice facing me at 16. The Lord showed me both paths, one that led down into evil and madness, and the other that led up to the light. So what choice was there? None. I didn't seek the church. They found me, raised me up, guided me back from the brink. Praise the Lord, for he is righteous. I tried my best to bring you up to follow him. And now you have chosen the devil's path.
How can you say that? I've done no such thing.
Do ye not know that your body is a temple for the Holy Spirit which is in you, which ye have from God? Ye are not your own, for you have been bought with a price. Therefore glorify God in your body and in your spirit, which are God's.
Please, will you just stop it? I can't take this anymore. Will you just leave me alone?
Very well. I'll leave you to think about what you've said. I hope you come to your senses and remember why we're on this earth and where our duty lies.
Hi, it's me. Yeah, I'm okay. Listen, can I come and stay at yours for a while? Are you sure they won't mind? All right. Okay, give me half an hour. Yeah, I'm sure. Okay.
So you've made your choice. I renounce thee, daughter. If you leave now, we shall have no contact again.
Good night, then.
Good night.
You staying behind too, then?
Yeah, I need to catch up a bit.
Oh, I haven't had a chance to ask you. How's Mac?
Okay. He needs to chill.
You told him that Kate was filling in here.
No, I didn't.
Why not?
I didn't think you needed to hear that right now.
Are you sure that was a good idea?
Yeah. He needs to relax, Jude.
But what if someone else tells him?
Like who?
Kate, for a start. What does it matter? He's bound to find out sooner or later.
Yeah, well, all right. Why don't you tell him then?
Well, maybe I will. Someone's got to have the bottle, haven't they?